Hi everybody, hello and welcome to another video. What a surprise. Today I'm just doing some little clusters really in preparation for the next Grunge journal. Those of you that have been watching will know that I set out to make a Grunge journal with 3 signatures in it. But after doing one signature, I realised that 3 signatures is just going to be outrageously large. So I've split them into 3 and I've completed the first one, which is a basic grunge journal. And journal number 2, I'm going to use sort of duck eggy, turquoise, tealy type flavour to it all. So it's going to be sort of French grunge, I don't know, something like that. I've just made that up, but you know, something like that. So I've started to make these little clusters, just to see if I could. Making clusters, I don't often do that, and I don't often get prepared before I'm doing the journal, so this is kind of revolutionary for me. So I've done these 3 here. This one's got a little button on, and I've sprayed it with some mica spray that's just the most beautiful colour. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. This one, a bit of doily, bit of lace, and down the bottom here is some of those, these, in fact, stickles. And this colour is black diamond. So if you're watching Judy and you're looking for some black flat back pearls, this might be your answer. It might be a bit cheaper as well, actually. So they're really, really nice, and they've got a lot of iridescence in them, actually. Probably not going to pick it up on the camera, but they're very sparkly. So I put those on there, and I put those down there as well. And now I just have to remember not to put my big clod-hopping finger in them. Which I've already done once. I had to wipe them off and start again. So I'll pop them up there because I shouldn't be touching up there, really. Right, so the next one. I should say that the bases of all my clusters, and I'm not going to make that many. It's not a massive journal, to be fair. But all the bases are from, remember I said I'd bought some Tim Holtz stuff from a lady. And there was, well, it was pretty much all full sheets, but there were some remnants in amongst it. And these are the remnants. So I'm trying to use those up as I go. And I've decided to use some of those for the base for my clusters. I can never remember that word, clusters. So here I have just a bit that I've cut off, this bit here. That's the back. I prefer the dark, this side, to the adverts, so that's what I'm using. Of course it'll be stuck down in a book, so you'll never see that. That will be gone. And I've got some black tulle, which I'm going to stick down there, and I just want it coming over the edge a little bit. So let's just cut down there a bit. It's quite firm, this tulle. It's not that lovely soft stuff, but it's fine for what we need it for. So that's going to go on there. This one I have got a bit of an idea about what I'm doing. The rest, they'll just be straight out of my head. I've got this black lace that I thought I could put down there. Just over that little bit of tulle. Then this is wallpaper. And it's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the colour. It's a real duck eggy colour. Off that grey board it looks grey, but it is a real duck eggy blue colour. And it came in a wallpaper sample book. So I've got this whole sheet to play with. And there is another one in there as well that's got duck egg blue in it. So, ooh, yeah, we're all right. So I'm going to put that on there. Then I've got this very thin sliver of coffee stained paper, and I want to put that on there as well somewhere. And that's pretty much it. I'm not I did look some buttons out. I've got buttons. These ones here. And that's a very nice colour, very much in keeping with what we're doing. I might add that to there. That might be just the job, actually. So let's ink round these things that we're going to be sticking on. And I'm using this Distress Oxide in Ground Espresso again. I'm liking it actually. I do like it. So yeah, I'm liking the idea of having a grungy, almost like shabby chic, but taken one stage further. I do like shabby chic. I really do. I'm very, very partial to a bit of shabby chic. But as I've since found out, I'm very partial to a bit of grunge as well. So, right, I'm just going to tear that off there. Because I've torn that side, I'll tear the top as well, and then we'll ink around that. Get them stuck down and call it done. They don't have to be over the top, these. And actually, you know, you're trying to make them not over the top because you don't want to be adding bulk to your journals. Unnecessarily, anyway. Right, so I'm not going to stick that down because if I put enough glue on here, that'll stick right through. So for that purpose, I'm going to use Collal. It's a bit sort of wetter than the art glitter. Art glitter is great, don't get me wrong. I love art glitter, but there are times when only Collal will do. I'm a huge fan of Collal. Right, so leave the tool down there. I can't say it any other way now, apart from tool. We'll stick this bit of paper, hopefully, through the tool and onto the card underneath. Let's just see. I don't think that's even square. That's not. Oh, we're on the move. I don't know if there's enough glue on there. Is there or is there not? Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we are all right. Let's just give it a good bit of pressure. Yeah, I think that's all right. So let's just chop a bit of this off. Doesn't have to be the whole length. Probably better if it isn't the whole length. Doesn't look quite so contrived. And put some, the art glitter works wonderfully sticking lace on, so I'm just going to use that down this side. It does stick wonderfully, but you do need to put quite a bit on. But it's better than that blooming Fabri-Tac. So I'm going to put that on, sticking out the edge. Like that. It needs to come up a bit to there. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Get my towel again. My Timmy towel's getting dirty. I need to wash it. I need to wash all my towels and stuff. They're all getting dirty. And I have definitely decided that I need some sort of apron or pinny or bib or something on, because this t-shirt that I put on this morning has now got these holes in it. So I don't know what I'm doing to create those holes, but it obviously happens while I'm crafting. And, you know, I just can't afford to keep going, getting new t-shirts. So, yeah, I need some protective thing around here. Yeah, there. Right, so let's stick this on. So this is, we're just building up the cluster at the minute. And then when we need them, I can't believe that I'm saying this, when we need them, we just need to go into the box of bits and get them out. So that I'm just going to put like that, just over that edge of the wallpaper. Whoops-a-daisy. I might need more glue on that. I forgot it was going through the tool. I think we'll be all right. I think we've got away with that. Right. Okay, so now we've got all our kind of backgroundy bits on. So the question is, do I want a button? I do quite like that one. That's nice. Maybe a bit over there. Yeah, I like that. It's such a perfect colour. The other day, Mr. F was out. I was going to say he was sewing. He was actually sewing the other day, but that's not what I was going to tell you. He was out and about, and he called in at a charity shop, not one of his usual ones, one a little way away. And, oh, God, I don't dare tell you all the things he got, but one of the things he got was this. after dinner mints. But it's actually a button box. It is a box chock full of buttons. Look at that. And they're all vintage, at the earliest. And it's a fabulous resource. So pleased. And when I tell you that you only paid £2 for it, I know you'll be green with envy. But it's fabulous. Really is. Good spot, Mr. F. Well done. He's a good lad.
So true.
Can you hear him chirping up from the back? Right, I'm going to sew this button on, but I'm going to put some thread through it just to make it look slightly more authentic. And it's a 4-hole button, so I'm going to make it diagonal like a cross, like a crisscross. You don't need much, you just need it to be there. So where do I need to come up? I need to come up there. And then I can just tie a knot in it. And it looks to all intents and purposes like it's actually sewn on to the thingy, cluster, in fact. Or anywhere where you want to add a button. Just think it looks nicer if you put some thread through it. But you don't have to. That's the thing about junk journals, isn't it? You absolutely don't have to do anything. So that's that. I've just knotted the top. I'm just going to cut that string off, thread. Crochet cotton it is actually. There we go. And that's going to go on there. I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to stick it on with art glitter. The one that I did this morning I stuck on with art glitter and it stuck really well. So if it works, good enough for me. There we go. So that's that on. Just apply a little bit of pressure for a while. It will stick. I know it will stick. It will. I've told it to. Right, so now I just want to add some, let's get the messy board out, colour to it. You know, a bit of spray maybe, or that. Or I've got the same. I've got liquid pearls in brass. They might look quite nice. I've also got this Distress Oxide Spray. I've got that one I showed you before. I've got the Dilutions. Yeah, let's go for the Dilutions. If you're going to go for it, go for it. Let's hope not too much comes out. So I'm just going to aim for down here, just a little drop. Yeah, that's all right. That's nice. A little bit up here. Yeah, that's good. Well done. Fabulous. Right. Well, I can't really do much till that dries, but I think what I want to do is use this liquid pearls and just put, I don't know, do I want it down there maybe? No, I think I want it on the coffee stained paper. I'm just going to put 3 dots of it. Let's just try it out first because I haven't used this today. Yeah, that looks all right. Down here. I think that's nice. I think that's a nice cluster. I think we've done all right there. So that's it. The ink will dry eventually, but I'm going to pop it over here with the other ones that are drying. The liquid pearlsy stuff is drying. Let's just wipe that off. Okay, now for the next one. What shall we do? Well, I've got 3 sort of squarish ones. I've got one long tall one. Maybe another long tall one would be nice. Let's see what I've got in the long tall department. Now this, I don't think this is Timmy at all. I think this is somebody else. But my next grunge journal is going to be this ochre colour, and I think they are absolutely perfect for that, so I'm no intention of cutting into those for this anyway at the moment. There's this, that's rather nice, isn't it? Like that. Let's use that. I really am on using remnants up bent at the moment, so let's just cut this off. I think I might cut it off down there. I don't want it too big. About there. Whatever that is, I'll tell you now. It is an inch and 3/8, I think it is. It's over an inch, but it's not quite an inch and a half. It's over an inch and a quarter as well, actually. Is that too long? That's going to be too long. Yeah, it is. Let's just cut a little bit of that off in the length department. Let's make it 5 inches. Great. And let's ink round that whilst we frantically try and think what we might put on it. I don't want them all the same, you know, I don't want samey, matchy, matchy. Okay. If there's an up and a down, that's the down, but that goes sideways, so, and that's upside down now, so it doesn't really matter, is what I'm trying to say. Now I've got some of this jelly print stuff. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, let's tear a bit of that off. I think I'm going to have to go jelly plate printing again, actually, because I'm down to these sort of real remnant bits. That's quite nice, but I can't see anything of what's underneath. So let's just tear a little sliver off that so we can see a bit of what's going on underneath. Yeah, that's better. And tear it off about there. Lovely. Yeah. Now this stuff is the devil's own to glue. I don't think you make much headway with it, really. Glue, not glue. Ink. Come on. And I'm just, if I can just find my glue stick, which seems to have gone into hiding. No, here it is. I'm just going to use glue stick to stick it on, and I'm not going to use any ink around it. I need to get some more deli paper as well, actually. I'm pretty much out of deli paper. I mean, you can use thin copier paper for jelly printing. It's perfectly fine. There, that's lovely. Really like that, actually, just as it is. It's very nice. I'm just retrieving something I'd knocked on the floor, which is, and I've run over it with my chair as well. So it's not great. I was just wondering if that would go on there. It looks a bit beaten up, but I'm not worried about that particularly. Let's make it look a little bit more beaten up, shall we? Let's get the brush out with the ink on. Just go over it. See if it picks up any crinkly, wrinkly bits. Yeah. I mean, that just looks beaten up now, which is great. That's what I want. Don't think I need to do this side, but I'm quite enjoying doing it, so I'm going to. Right. I got some new little brads the other day, but actually, you know, I think they might be too little. Yeah, I think that might just... Alright, scrap that idea, that was no good. So, we're back to this. What we're going to put on this? Turquoise? Any turquoise at all? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, a bit of that down there, I think. This paper does tear very oddly. I don't really like that. It's just too rough. It's too rough. So let's just cut it. Don't want very much. Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with that? I think that's fine. Do I need any lace, perchance? Under there? That look nice? No, I don't like that. Let's ink around this while we have a think. Get some ink on your tool would help. I think a bit of sewing down this one might help, actually. That's probably what's required, you know, a bit of sewing. Yeah, I'll stick that on and I'll pop it in the to be sewn pile. And I'll sew them when I've got a few more. Catkin has found his way to the outside world. I mean, Bobby goes in and out the back door all the time. I mean, at this time of year, we've got it closed because obviously it's cold. In the summer, it's always open and he just goes in and out at will. But this time of year, he has to ask for us to open the door. And the cat's decided that he wants to go and see where it is that Bobby disappears to. I quite like that. I think that's really adequate. And I think if we sewed down there, it's perfectly fine. So let's put that to one side. Let's get another bit of... I quite like the idea of using this as base paper. Just the... Yeah, I'm just going to chop that up in about half. What does it measure? It measures 3 3/4, so if I chop it just less than 2 will be fine. Or not. No, that may not have been where I should have cut it. It doesn't matter. Right, let's use this piece anyway. And let's stick something quite dark on it. What have we got that's dark? Yeah, I've got this, these jelly plate prints. Yeah, like that. It's got a bit of luster in this one. Let's have a bit of mica in it somewhere. So yeah, I quite like that. I think the paper is a bit too long. I'm just going to tear the edges. And this one too, because the other one's been decal-edged. That'll do. That is fine. So pop that on there. Yes, nicely. What else do we need? What else do we need on there? I'm thinking a bit of wallpaper. Why not a bit of wallpaper? Not much. It's really thick, this wallpaper. Actually, I got 2 wallpaper sample books. This one didn't say how much the rolls of wallpaper were, but the other one had a price list in the back, and they were £126 a roll. £126 for one roll. My goodness me, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Right, so I quite like that. I think, oh, did I spray the last one? Where did I put it? Do I need to spray that? It's always a good idea to spray, isn't it? Let's get this cloth out, give it a shake. This is the rusty hinge that likes to go absolutely everywhere. Oh, not so much today, that's nice. Yeah, I think that's fine. Lovely. So yeah, I'll pop that up in the drying department, which has got a bit full now, to be fair. let's see how many I've got in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one that we're doing now will be 6. So let's put a bit of ink around here. Just age it up a little bit. This is probably another one that's going to need sewing, but that's okay. There we are. Yeah, I don't think it needs anything more than that. It's just going to overpower everything if we keep adding stuff. And it's going to add bulk, and that, guys, is our enemy. Bulk is our enemy. It's certainly mine. There we go. Very nice indeed. I didn't even ink round that blinking coffee stain paper. I didn't even ink round it. What's going on? I don't want to put the liquid pearls or the stickles on before I've sewn it, because you know what will happen, don't you? I'll just put my big plotchy fingers in it and it'll just look horrible. So I'm refraining from putting any of those on if I'm going to be sewing them. And that just on there, I think that's fine. Put some sprays on it, of course, because why not? Why wouldn't you? But I don't think it needs a button or anything like that. Just needs that there. Lovely. So I'll put that in the... Oh no, I haven't sprayed it yet. Goodness me. I need to spray it. What colour shall we spray it with? I've got this one, which is called Desert Sand. And when I sprayed it before, that was the colour it was, which doesn't exactly look like desert sand. But I'm willing to give it a go. Oh, it comes out in nice dots, like that. Yeah, like that. And that can go in the drying department. I haven't got any more room. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was number 6. Let's do another couple. Let's do a square one, shall we? I've got any squares? I've got these small squares. They're probably big enough, aren't they, really, to be honest? So let's cut those out. Let's cut 2 of those and do two of those together. Ooh, everything's encroaching on me. Down to my last 6 inches again. So just cut that off there. And then cut these 3 off. I actually only want 2, I think, but if I've got 3 I might use 3. There we are. Let's cut those up separately. Lovely. That's fine. Let's have a look and see what's on the other side of them. Nothing majorly exciting. That's got adverts back and front. I'll keep the cyclist on the right side, as it were. That's pretty similar as well, actually, as is that. So let's just ink those up and we'll go from there. I'm quite excited about the prospect of having a box with things in it that I've completed ready for this journal. I probably won't use them after all this, but they'll be there. They'll be there for when I need them. Because as I say, I'm doing this one in the sort of tealy turquoises, and then the next one I'm doing in yellow ochre sort of colour. And I'm already looking forward to doing that one. Because I think they are colours that lend themselves quite well to grunge. Right, so what we're going to put on these. Should we start with a little bit of lace first? Why not? I'll put the lace on that side. There. I'll put it on this side here, and it doesn't really matter where that goes. I'll make it a bit longer, and that's what I've got left. And I only started out with pretty much a remnant, so I'm pleased that I've got all of that out of that little bit. So I want it that way. Just like that. And it's a bit longer than the square. And that's fine, I'm happy enough with that. Maybe a bit more glue. The lace does seep into the glue. Lovely, that's fine. And this one on this side. Right, that's the lace on. Now we just need to think of what else we're going to put on it. Well, staring me in the face is this, all of this. So I think we need to put some of that on, to be honest. It's got a lovely coppery lustre to it, this. So I'll put that there. I've got this little remnant here that I'm keen not to waste. So I'll put that there. Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with making three the same or similar? Similar. There we go. Right, so I shall stick those on. Shall I? Do I need to put anything behind them? Quite like the idea of coffee stained paper behind them. And I've got quite a few really little remnants that I've managed to rescue. I mean, some of them, yeah, it's a bit silly rescuing them really, but you know, you never know when you might need them. I mean, that, for example, that would just go into there nicely, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. And I've got a larger piece. This piece. I'll put the torn edges outermost. Put that on there. That looks nice. And then, well, I've got two pieces here. What's that one? Needs a little bit off height-wise. See what that looks like there. Yeah, I think they look nice. I like them. So my tiny remnants get to live another day. Oh dear. Let's just get comfy before we approach this. Right, so I'm going to ink round the little coffee stained pieces. I've never been as diligent as I am at the moment on using my scraps. I don't know why. I'm just really feeling that I need to look after my scraps and use them up. And I've never had them in a place where I could find them readily. They've always been in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, and you know, I've never come across them at the right time when I needed them. I don't like that square edge on there. But now, any ones that I'm creating are going in a scrap box. Or a remnant box, I should say, and they're getting used up, which I'm pleased about. Lovely, that's that, and that's going there. Right, so let's get those stuck down then. I know some people make really fancy clusters. I mean, have a look at Artie Mays for clusters. She is the cluster queen. I just don't want these to be that big and fancy. So I'm making what I want, and you know, of course, what you make will be what you want. And they don't have to be with grungy paper. Oh no. That's just the style of journal I'm doing at the moment, but they could be with anything. Well, it's a nice bright day here today. Yesterday we went for a very, very nice run out, but unfortunately it sort of came on to rain and the weather wasn't brilliant, but it didn't really matter. We had a fabulous time. We took a picnic, which always pleases Bobby. He gets so excited when he sees the picnic box come out. We always take sausages for him, which he loves. So we stop the car and take him for a little walk, and then he's all of a hurry to get back into the car so as he can get his sausages. Just going to use this edge down here to stick this deli paper on. So yeah, it was quite late really when we got home, but there wasn't anything spoiling. It was really restful. So I'm going to put that up to that lace. That's it. And I was thinking at 4 o'clock, you know, when we were out, oh blimey, it's time to start the live. But of course there was no live yesterday, or today. I've come across it, well, I'll say I have, you know I haven't, Mr. F has. Come across this thing on YouTube called Premiere. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but it sounds like just the job. I make a video, and instead of putting it out as normal, like this one will go out as normal, it goes, I don't know what happens, but you get it, you put it on YouTube and you get a link, and then you go and tell people, like everybody in the group, that I'm going to be doing this video called a premiere on whenever I'm going to be doing it. And so everybody can turn up and we can watch the video whilst I chat with you all. I think that just sounds perfect. So we're not losing our community, we're all together, except that we'll be watching me doing a video, but I'll be there as well to chat to you all the time. So, you know, you can ask questions and get an immediate answer. Whatever it is, I think it sounds just the job. So yeah, Mr. F discovered that, and I think it sounds perfect to me. I might stamp on these, you know. Got the urge to stamp. Is that drying? Not much. I might have to force them dry in a minute. Yeah, I've got these stamps. I've also got words. That's right, I've got words. Oh, I've got all sorts of things here. Yeah, this is just the Tim Holtz words. Small talk it's called. And I know that I have another one of these somewhere in this house. I'll tell you, I cannot find it. So what I've done is I've just taken the front page and I've just gone over it with my ink. So they're now, you know, really usable because they're very, very white like that. So let's see if I can find some words that I want to put on here. Oh, I don't want a great big long sentence. Do your best? How about do your best? You never get far wrong if you do your best. I'm just going to ink around that. This is how your hands end up so dirty, inking tiddly little things like this. So yeah, I'm just going to stick that along there, do your best. Well, not exactly like that, because that's just not straight. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Do your best, and we'll spray some ink on it as well. Great things take time, yes. Stay simple, let's have that, stay simple. I'm not going to ink around it, I don't think it's too much for daddle. See where that's straight. Is that straight there? Whoops. Nope. That is not straight. Is that straight? No. That's straight. Excellent. There we are. Let's just find one more. One more that we like. I like And So the Adventure Begins, but I can't exactly fit it onto there. Choose to Shine. Yeah. Choose to shine. Especially your shoes. Shiny shoes. You can judge people on their shoes, can't you? If they're, you know, not shiny and stuff. Not maybe so much nowadays, but, you know, back when I was a child, back in the dark days, you could choose. You could, I can't even think of the word, but you could. Judge is the word. Judge, thanks Mr. F, by how their shoes looked. So how judgmental was that? Fortunately, we've got over that. Right. That's Mr. F. Right, let's spray. Let's get this Dilutions turquoise out and let's just spray. Oh, these look so nice when they're sprayed. That's probably enough for that one actually. No need to go over the top. Right, okay, so how many is that now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. Do I need one more? I actually don't think I do. 9 clusters in one signature journal. That's got to be more than enough, hasn't it? Yeah. Let's dry these, and I'm going to sew the ones that I'm going to sew. Oh, that one's beautiful. I love that one. I'm trying not to stick my hands in the stickles. Oh, there's quite a lot, isn't there, when you see them all together? How exciting. Right, so there we go. We've got those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just looked like there was more than 9 there. So I'm going to force dry those and then I'm going to sew them and I'll be back with you directly I have done that. Right then, so there we are. I have sewn them, as you can see. Some aren't sewn. That one isn't sewn. That one isn't sewn. That one isn't sewn, but I think the rest, that one isn't sewn either. Oh yes, it is, down the side of the lace. So yeah, I've sewn where I want to sew. I've done it in black thread and I've left some little ends hanging because I really like that. I can't believe I'm saying that, it's just not like me. But I really like those. So there we have it. I didn't hardly use any buttons anyway. So there we have it. We have now 9 clusters, and you know, they would look lovely just to decorate the side of a page. You know, whole journaling page, bit of stenciling on it maybe, and then that just down the side. It's all it needs, or this one perhaps. And the others can go on pockets and wherever I see fit as I'm going through the journal. So there we are, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll let you know more about the premiere thing. I probably didn't explain it very well. What it is, I make a video and then I tell you guys what time it's going to go out, what time it's going up on YouTube. And then we all get together at that time to watch the video, but there's live chat at the same time, just like there would be if it was a live. And I'll be there on the live chat to join in with you, which is great because I never normally get that opportunity. And if you've got questions or anything you want to say, or you just generally want to chat with your mates, that's fine, and we can do that. So I'll do that. I'll do a video and I'll put it up on the group and on the Facebook YouTube community. That's right. So I'll put it on the YouTube community and I'll put it in the Facebook group when it's going to be aired. And then we can all get together and have a jolly good old chat, because I miss that. So, I'll probably see you before then, but I'll let you know when that's going to happen anyway. So thanks for watching today. Thanks for joining in. We're progressing nicely, aren't we, with the Grunge Journal? So I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye.